What if I told you that reaching the age of 75, 80, or even 85 doesn't automatically mean becoming weak, dependent, or disconnected from life? In fact, some of the healthiest and happiest older adults share a few simple habits that keep them mentally sharp, physically capable, and emotionally fulfilled long after many people expect decline to begin. Truth is, aging is not determined by the number of candles on your birthday cake. It's determined by what you continue doing every single day. While many people gradually give up activities that keep them strong and engaged, others hold on to a handful of powerful behaviors that help them maintain their independence, confidence, and quality of life. Singled down. Today, we're going to reveal 6 signs that show you start aging exceptionally well between the ages of 75 and 85. These aren't complicated medical treatments or expensive health programs. They're simple actions and mindsets that science repeatedly associates with longevity, resilience, and healthy aging. Pay close attention because the final habit may be the most important of all, and it's often the one people overlook until it's too late. If you still do these 6 things, there's a good chance you're aging far better than most people your age. Let's begin. Many people believe that aging automatically means slowing down, becoming less active, and accepting physical decline as an unavoidable part of life. However, some of the healthiest individuals between the ages of 75 and 85 prove that this simply isn't true. One of the biggest reasons they continue to enjoy independence and vitality is that they keep moving their bodies every single day. Daily movement doesn't require running marathons or spending hours in a gym. In fact, simple activities such as walking around the neighborhood, climbing stairs, gardening, stretching, doing household chores, or taking short walks after meals can have a remarkable impact on overall health. Regular movement helps maintain muscle strength, which naturally decreases with age if it is not used. Strong muscles support balance, improve posture, and reduce the risk of falls, one of the leading causes of injury among older adults. Movement also keeps the joints flexible and helps reduce stiffness that can make everyday tasks more difficult. Beyond physical benefits, staying active improves circulation, supports heart health, and helps regulate blood sugar levels. It can also boost energy, improve sleep quality, and contribute to a healthier body weight. Perhaps even more importantly, movement has powerful effects on the brain. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain and is associated with better memory, sharper thinking, and a lower risk of cognitive decline. Many older adults report feeling happier and more confident when they stay active, because exercise releases chemicals that improve mood and reduce stress. The key is consistency rather than intensity. Even a few minutes of purposeful movement several times throughout the day can provide meaningful benefits. Those who continue to move regularly often find it easier to perform daily activities without assistance, maintain their independence, and enjoy a higher quality of life. They understand that every step taken today is an investment in their strength, mobility, and freedom for the years ahead. One of the clearest signs that a person is aging exceptionally well between the ages of 75 and 85 is that they never stop learning. While many people assume that education and personal growth belong only to the younger years, the brain remains capable of adapting, growing, and forming new connections throughout life. In fact, continuing to learn may be one of the most powerful ways to protect mental sharpness as we age. Healthy older adults often stay curious about the world around them. They read books, learn new recipes, explore different hobbies, solve puzzles, use new technology, or develop skills they never had time to pursue earlier in life. These activities challenge the brain and encourage it to remain active rather than slipping into repetitive patterns. Just as muscles become weaker when they are not used, the brain benefits from regular exercise and stimulation. Research has shown that mentally engaging activities can support memory, attention, problem-solving abilities, and overall cognitive function. Learning something new also creates a sense of accomplishment and confidence. It reminds people that growth does not stop at a certain age, and that there are always opportunities to discover new interests and abilities. Many older adults who remain mentally active report feeling more connected to life because they continue exploring, asking questions, and seeking knowledge. Learning can also strengthen social connections when people join classes, discussion groups, community programs, or online communities focused on shared interests. These interactions provide both mental stimulation and meaningful relationships, which are important for emotional well-being. Another benefit is adaptability. The world changes rapidly, and those who continue learning often find it easier to navigate new situations, technologies, and challenges. Instead of feeling left behind, they remain engaged with modern life. The most successful agers understand that curiosity is not a trait reserved for youth. It is a lifelong habit that keeps the mind active, the spirit energized, and the future filled with possibilities. Every new thing learned becomes another reason to stay engaged, motivated, and mentally strong. One of the most powerful indicators of healthy aging between the ages of 75 and 85 is maintaining meaningful social connections. Human beings are naturally social creatures, and the need for companionship, conversation, and emotional support does not disappear with age. In fact, strong relationships often become even more important during the later years of life. People who stay connected to family members, friends, neighbors, and community groups tend to experience better physical health, greater emotional well-being, and a higher quality of life. Regular social interaction provides a sense of belonging and reminds individuals that they are valued, appreciated, and needed. Simple activities such as sharing meals with loved ones, making phone calls, attending community events, participating in religious gatherings, or meeting friends for a walk can have a profound impact on overall health. Research has shown that social isolation and loneliness can increase the risk of depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, heart disease, and even premature death. On the other hand, strong social bonds help reduce stress and encourage healthier habits. Friends and family members often provide motivation to stay active, attend medical appointments, eat well, and remain engaged in daily life. Meaningful relationships also offer emotional support during difficult times. Whether facing health challenges, personal losses, or life transitions, having someone to talk to can make a tremendous difference. Social connections stimulate the brain as well. Conversations require listening, remembering information, responding appropriately, and processing emotions, all of which help keep the mind active. Many older adults who maintain rich social lives continue to feel youthful because they are regularly exposed to new ideas, experiences, and perspectives. Importantly, social connections do not need to involve large groups of people. Even a few close and trusted relationships can provide significant benefits. Those who age successfully understand that investing time and energy in relationships is just as important as caring for their physical health. They continue reaching out to others, nurturing friendships, and staying involved in their communities because they recognize that meaningful human connection is one of the greatest sources of happiness, resilience, and longevity throughout life. One of the strongest signs that someone is aging exceptionally well between the ages of 75 and 85 is that they still have a clear sense of purpose. Purpose gives life direction, meaning, and motivation, regardless of age. While retirement often brings freedom from work-related responsibilities, it can also leave some people wondering what role they now play in the world. Those who continue to thrive understand that purpose is not tied to a job title or paycheck. It comes from having reasons to get out of bed each morning and feeling that their actions still matter. For some, purpose comes from caring for grandchildren, supporting family members, volunteering in the community, mentoring younger generations, tending a garden, creating art, or pursuing personal goals they never had time to explore earlier in life. Having something meaningful to work toward encourages both physical and mental activity. It creates structure in daily life and helps prevent the feelings of emptiness or boredom that can sometimes develop in later years. Research has shown that people with a strong sense of purpose often experience lower levels of stress, better mental health, improved cognitive function, and even longer life expectancy. Purpose provides resilience during difficult times because it gives individuals something valuable to focus on beyond their challenges. It can also strengthen self-esteem by reinforcing the belief that they still have contributions to make and wisdom to share. Many older adults who maintain a sense of purpose remain more socially engaged and physically active because their goals naturally encourage participation in meaningful activities. Purpose does not need to be grand or complicated. Sometimes it can be as simple as helping a neighbor, caring for a pet, learning a new skill, or being a source of support for loved ones. What matters is having something that creates a sense of fulfillment and significance. Those who age successfully understand that life continues to offer opportunities for growth, contribution, and meaning. They refuse to see aging as an ending, and instead view it as another chapter filled with possibilities, experiences, and valuable opportunities to make a positive difference in the lives of others and themselves. One of the clearest signs that a person is aging well between the ages of 75 and 85 is their ability to adapt to change instead of resisting it. Life is constantly evolving, and this remains true no matter how old we are. As the years pass, people experience changes in their health, family structure, technology, routines, and even the communities around them. While some individuals become frustrated by these changes and spend their energy wishing things were the way they used to be, others learn to adapt and move forward. This flexibility plays a major role in maintaining both physical and emotional well-being. Adaptable individuals understand that aging does not mean giving up. It means finding new ways to continue living a meaningful and satisfying life. If a physical limitation makes certain activities more difficult, they look for alternatives rather than withdrawing completely. If technology changes the way people communicate, they make an effort to learn and stay connected. If life circumstances shift, they adjust their expectations and focus on opportunities instead of obstacles. This mindset helps reduce stress because it allows people to spend less time fighting reality and more time working with it. Research has shown that psychological flexibility is associated with better mental health, lower levels of anxiety, and greater life satisfaction. Adaptability also encourages lifelong learning, curiosity, and resilience. When challenges arise, adaptable people tend to view them as problems to solve rather than barriers that cannot be overcome. This approach strengthens confidence and helps maintain a sense of control over life. It also supports social connections, because individuals who are open to change are often more willing to engage with new people, ideas, and experiences. Aging successfully is not about avoiding change. It is about responding to change in a healthy and productive way. The people who thrive in their later years often understand that life will continue to present unexpected situations, but they trust in their ability to adjust and grow. Their willingness to embrace change allows them to remain engaged, independent, and optimistic while continuing to enjoy the opportunities that each new stage of life brings. One of the most powerful signs that someone is aging better than most people between the ages of 75 and 85 is maintaining a positive outlook on life. This does not mean pretending that problems do not exist or ignoring the challenges that naturally come with aging. Rather, it means choosing to focus on what is still possible instead of dwelling constantly on what has been lost. People with a positive mindset understand that every stage of life brings difficulties, but they also recognize that every stage offers opportunities for growth, gratitude, connection, and joy. Their attitude influences how they respond to setbacks, health concerns, and everyday stress. Instead of allowing challenges to define them, they look for ways to adapt and continue moving forward. Research has consistently shown that optimism is linked to better physical health, stronger immune function, lower levels of stress, and even longer life expectancy. A positive outlook can also improve emotional well-being by reducing feelings of anxiety, loneliness, and hopelessness. Individuals who maintain this mindset are often more likely to stay active, engage socially, follow healthy habits, and seek solutions when problems arise. Gratitude plays a major role in this process. Many healthy older adults make a habit of appreciating the people, experiences, and blessings that remain in their lives, rather than focusing solely on what has changed. They find joy in simple moments such as spending time with family, enjoying nature, sharing stories with friends, or pursuing hobbies they love. Positivity is also contagious. People who approach life with hope and encouragement often inspire those around them, strengthening their relationships and creating a supportive social environment. Importantly, maintaining a positive outlook does not require constant happiness. It simply involves developing the ability to see possibilities even during difficult times. The most resilient older adults understand that while they cannot control every circumstance, they can control how they respond. By choosing gratitude, hope, humor, and resilience, they create a foundation for greater happiness and fulfillment. This mindset helps them remain emotionally strong, mentally engaged, and deeply connected to the richness of life, allowing them to continue thriving well into their later years. Here's the conclusion in a reusable writing block. As we come to the end of this discussion, remember that aging well is not about luck, genetics, or finding a secret formula. It is about the choices we make every day. If you are between the ages of 75 and 85 and you still move your body regularly, continue learning new things, maintain meaningful relationships, live with purpose, adapt to life's changes, and keep a positive outlook, you are already doing many of the things that separate thriving older adults from those who simply grow older. These 6 habits may seem simple, but together they create a powerful foundation for health, independence, happiness, and longevity. They strengthen the body, challenge the mind, nourish the spirit, and help you stay connected to the people and experiences that make life meaningful. Most importantly, they prove that age does not have to define what you can do, how you feel, or the impact you can have on the world around you. No matter your current age or circumstances, it is never too late to strengthen these habits. Small improvements made consistently can lead to remarkable changes over time. Every walk you take, every new thing you learn, every friendship you nurture, every challenge you adapt to, and every moment of gratitude you embrace becomes an investment in your future well-being. The goal is not simply to add years to your life, but to add life to your years. Continue staying active, stay curious, stay connected, stay purposeful, stay adaptable, and stay hopeful. If you do, the years ahead can be some of the most rewarding, meaningful, and fulfilling years of your entire life.